Who walks the stair without a care and makes the happiest sound? Bounce up and down just like a clown. Everyone knows it's Slinky, the best present yet to give or get, the favorite all over town. The hit of the day when you're ready to play. Everyone knows it's Slinky, it's Slinky, it's Slinky. For fun is the best of the toys. It's Slinky, it's Slinky, the favorite of girls and boys. It's Slinky, for fun is the best of the toys. It's Slinky, the favorite of girls and boys. Everyone wants a Slinky, you ought to get a Slinky.
And boys and girls, more fun with Slinky pull toys, Slinky Caterpillar, Slinky Train, Slinky Hippopotamus. Everyone wants a Slinky pull toy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ron.
And my name is Bill.
And we want to welcome you to a special edition of It Is Real.
You're in for a real treat tonight.
Tonight we are unboxing an iconic American toy.
There have been very few unboxings of a Slinky on YouTube.
This is what we are showing you tonight. This is the Slinky.
Let me get him a little closer in, Ron, with this.
I'm sure everybody out there, at least our generation, probably even this generation, has seen and played with this iconic American toy. This is the Slinky. And Bill is going to show you some close-ups here while I take this out of the box and show you the Slinky.
Go really slow, Ron.
Okay, I'm going to go slow here because
can we show him the box?
Because it's dangerous.
I'm in there pretty good.
Here's the box. Now this is a recreation. This is a collector's edition. We will be showing you what the original box looked like.
I could show it to him right now.
Throughout the show. Yeah. We will be showing you clips, and you will see this. We will flash it up on the screen.
Made in America, I noticed.
Made in America.
You see the little flag on the side?
Nowhere else. Made in America. Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Invented in America too, by the way.
This is the Slinky.
Look at that.
This is the Slinky, and I'm sure everybody remembers this.
Do you remember them being that shiny?
Oh yeah. This is how they were machined and they came out. Now, there was some danger with this toy. Now let me tell you what the warning that came along that was printed on this box. Now it's too small for Bill to actually film the warning. Well, we will show you the warning, but I will read it to you. It says, "Do not use in a moving vehicle. Do not throw coils out any window. Keep Slinky away from face and eyes." That is the warning that was printed out on every Slinky.
And you know, Ron, the safety on this is for I was thinking little kids driving with their parents, and they just go like that.
Yeah, and they bounce it off the side of your head. Now, if you do that to your dad or your mom,
they're driving.
When they're driving, that could force them into a ditch.
Right off the road.
So that's the danger of a Slinky.
The danger.
But there's so many fun things you can do with this toy. Plus, when you're done, back in the box.
Oh, you know what, Ron?
What?
You can also slice vegetables with it.
Well, I guess you could.
Yeah.
Soft vegetables. It goes right back in the box.
Yeah.
Now, what we got to show you next is, well, look what fell out here.
Yeah, what is that?
This is a little packet.
Yeah, now that didn't come with the original.
This is a moisture absorber.
Yeah,
you can probably see it there. But it's a little packet that comes in the box that keeps it from getting rusty.
We should probably show that Slinky video to get some background.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we have a video coming up.
Yeah.
It's the Slinky story video.
Yes.
And this is gonna break it down to you, the invention of the Slinky and the history of the Slinky from the start to present day.
And we'll answer any questions after we're done.
Absolutely. So go ahead. We don't have Leaf anymore,
No,
so
we lost our production.
we're rolling the video ourselves. Yep. So go ahead and here's the Slinky story video.
Richard James was a naval engineer for a shipbuilding company in Pennsylvania. When a steel spring flipped off a table and stepped its way end over end to the floor, inspiring him to replicate its tension spring action into a toy like never seen before. It was Betty James who found the word Slinky in a dictionary and thought it best described the toy her husband had invented. By Christmas 1945, they had a product ready to sell, and sell it did. 400 Slinkies at $1 each in 90 minutes at Gimbel's department store in New York City. Betty James was an only child, born in 1918 in Altoona, Pennsylvania. She attended Pennsylvania State University until she left to marry Richard James. With $500, they founded the James Spring and Wire Company and ran it together for 14 years, rolling out the popular toy made from 80 feet of wire on machinery designed by Richard. She answered the phone, took orders and packed the Slinkies to ship out. The success of the toy landed the couple on a 12-acre estate where they raised their family. By 1960, however, sales slumped, and so did Richard James. Struggling with a midlife crisis, he left Betty with their 6 children ages 2 to 18 to join a religious group in Bolivia. He died there in 1974. By then, Betty had invented the Slinky dog, basically the same toy with a head and tail, and sales rebounded. Other versions of the original Slinky followed: Slinky Jr., Plastic Slinky, Crazy Eyes, and Neon Slinky. The company relocated to Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania, closer to Betty's hometown, and was sold to a Michigan company, now called Poof Slinky, in 1998. Company president Ray Dalle Vecchia Jr. told the Detroit Free Press, Slinky was the best single transaction of his business career. A Slinky dog featured in Toy Story in 1995 inspired a new version of the toy, and sales surged once again. In 2001, Slinky became the official state toy of Pennsylvania, and Betty James was inducted into the Toy Industry Hall of Fame. By the time she died on November 20, 2008, more than 300 million Slinkies had been sold. According to her obituary in the New York Times, that's enough Slinkies to circle the Earth about 150 times, if stretched.
Whoa, what a story that was.
That was well done.
That gave you the history of the Slinky from the very beginning when it was thought of up to present day.
But you know, not all the history was in that video.
No, there's a lot of stuff that was forgotten and overlooked.
Yes, Ron, tell us.
So I've got some points to read to you that was not in that video. So here we go.
Bonus material.
So Bill, and the viewing audience.
Yes.
Did you know that the original Slinky was 2.5 inches tall?
No.
It included 98 coils of high-grade blue-black Swedish steel.
Swedish steel.
Okay.
Wonder why they didn't use American steel.
Well, there's a reason, and you'll see that.
Okay.
The toy was packaged in a black lettered box, and advertising saturated all of America.
Huh.
So it was credible. I mean, you could not turn on your TV
without seeing a Slinky
without seeing a Slinky commercial and hearing the Slinky jingle.
I still hear that jingle in my head.
It's going on all the time.
Yeah.
And go ahead, Bill. There's few things you got to read there.
Well, Ron, were you aware that there's a caution label on the Slinky box?
Yep, I think I already read that, but you can read it again.
It says, "Do not use in a moving vehicle," just like I just demonstrated.
Yeah.
Do not throw coils out any window.
No.
Keep Slinky away from the face and eyes. So, were you ever injured by your Slinky, Ron?
No, I don't think I ever was. I might have cut my finger once when I was young.
That's what I'm thinking. It was pretty sharp.
But I think I just put some stuff on my finger, put a Band-Aid on it, and then I went right back playing with my Slinky. I remember my Slinky keeping me busy for hours.
One thing you don't remember? The Slinky dog.
No, I didn't have.
never had one.
I didn't have a Slinky dog.
No.
Or goofy eyes or anything like that.
Slinky dog revived the whole Slinky.
I think by the time the other toys came out, the Slinky dog and the eyes, I was beyond. I was beyond Slinky.
Beyond Slinky.
So I was more into more sophisticated toys by that time. Now, what's incredible is that the National Wildlife Federation recommends using Slinkies to protect bird feeders from hungry squirrels.
Good idea.
What you do is you simply attach one end of the Slinky to the top of the feeder to cover the entire structure in the coiled metal wire. If a squirrel tries to jump on to steal the food, the Slinky will lower it down to the ground like an elevator ride.
I'm going to show that video here for the folks.
So the squirrel cannot get up to the food.
Brilliant.
So it's brilliant. The Slinky just acts like a deterrent.
Brilliant.
So it's amazing.
Yep. Well, the Slinky has even gone into space. Did you know that?
Whoa,
Ron?
no, I did not know that.
Though it doesn't quite slink in microgravity, in 1985 an astronaut tested the physics properties of a Slinky.
Moo.
It won't slink at all, it was reported in a telecast at the time. It sort of droops.
Well, that doesn't surprise me in zero gravity.
No, no.
I'm surprised they even wasted their time.
Yeah, I know. What kind of experiment is that?
Seems like a goofy experiment.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Cool.
that's what they did. But in 1999, just to let you know the importance of the Slinky in our society,
Yes.
the United States Postal Service issued a Slinky postage stamp. And Slinky was also named to the Toy Industry Association's Century of the Toys list, a roll call of the 100 most memorable and most creative toys of the 20th century.
You know, I bet if you had one of those stamps, it'd be worth some money.
If you had it uncirculated.
Yes.
Yeah, but so this just kind of shows you the history of the Slinky that we didn't cover in the original
I think
video.
we took the Slinky up a notch on this show.
So basically that's the lowdown on this toy, the Slinky.
Yep.
Not just a toy. This is an iconic piece of Americana.
It's a lifestyle.
And I know it made it across the oceans too. I know they have the Slinky. It made it to Australia, made it to the UK. I know it made it to China. I don't think it made it to North Korea.
Afghanistan,
But I bet
maybe?
you out in the fields you might see
Yeah.
some kids playing
Yeah.
with the Slinky all over the world.
Yep.
Because they're inexpensive.
Yeah.
They don't. Although most people in some parts of the world
Oh.
don't make this much money in a year. So.
I know.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so I'd like to thank you very much for tuning in and allowing us to show you and give you a little history on something that was really important in our lives.
Yep. You know something about the Slinky that most people don't know now.
So we want to thank you for tuning in,
Thank you.
and stay tuned for our next unboxing video, because we have many surprises
many more.
down the road for you.
Many more.
So thank you, and you all have a good evening.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
November, Echo, Bravo, 3, Quebec, stand by. Sierra, November, Echo.